tonight's game, there is a clear favorite, RJ. In this one.
That's true. I can tell you something else. Underdogs do win, and they do hear all the noise, so let's let this game be decided on the court.
Here's Demon. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. P.J. Washington is out there with Domantas Sabonis. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Flyer. And it's Levine in at the two-guard spot. Clock at 6. Here's Claxton. It's rebounded by Sabonis. And so it's Sabonis who brings up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. Outside, Levine. There's the try, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And in a little over a decade, the Nets, GA, having to rebuild from the ashes of 2 super team iterations.
The short time span between shows how quickly they can turn things around, and with a treasure trove of picks in the coming years, they look to climb that mountain once again.
And Levine's combination of athleticism and shooting makes him dangerous. A multifaceted player with a strong work ethic.
They get it back. They shoot again. Again, Levine missing. And here's Brooklyn. Thomas passes to Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Here's Irving, coming off 31 points last game. Into the lane. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
On the drive, Irving is so crafty. He's got so many different tricks. Left hand, right hand, fillet, floater. You pick it, he's got it.
He puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Inside, he's looking for Sabonis and finds him. And the rejection by Claxton. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
With the ball in his hands, Thomas is crafty moving downhill.
Irving passes to Sabonis. Back to Irving. And he uses the glass on the layup. Irving's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now, here's Porter. His last outing, he had 18 points. And too much time in the lane, they get called for the 3-second violation. And a quick look at some of the numbers for him. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Here's Clowney. He's covered by Washington. Claxton the pass to Porter. Fires the three. The three-pointer's right on target.
Out to a hot start. 4 makes and 5 shots to begin this ball game.
Irving with the ball. Offensively, he's been a one-man wrecking crew. His scoring average is over 30 points a game. Connects from three-point range.
That's a strong response from Levine. You got to D him up from there.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. To the left side wing. And Clowney can't get it to go. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Dallas. They trail by 1. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
And you talk to coaches around the league, and they'll tell you sometimes the ball just goes in. It's as simple as that.
Here's Claxton. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against New York.
Not to mention the rim protection he provided, credited with 2 blocks. And you know that he altered a few more.
That one drops for him.
Muscling it home. Cam finds a way on that offensive end.
Thomas against Levine. And Levine throws it down. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
The Nets have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Here's Clowney. He has yet to score. Pass to Claxton. It's Thomas on the wing. Guarded by Levine. And then Thomas with the dunk.
Thomas is drawing attention, and rightfully so. Then he finishes it with a nice dish.
You know, Greg, talking about Cam Thomas now, what are some things you'd like to see him improve on?
Well, I'd say defense first and foremost. If he's able to improve there, as well as his passing and playmaking, watch out. He's already an incredible scorer. And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside, and this has been a barn burner.
And Brooklyn has possession. Following the score by Dallas. Outside Porter. And the foul called on P.J. Washington. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
To the middle. Thomas finds Porter. Off target from three-point range. The Mavericks leading. Now Flag. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Celtics in Boston.
He's more than chipped in on the glass as well. Just a tremendous effort last time out.
6 to shoot. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Porter. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I was able to catch up with the head coach of the Nets. We talked about Domantas Sabonis, specifically what makes him so hard to guard. Coach told me his basketball IQ and just the way he sees the floor. He just seems to know where to be at all times. And defensively, that's difficult to match up against. They'll need to find a way to contain Sabonis here in this one. Kevin?
All right, Allie, thanks.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Driving in. And it's Flag missing. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Demon. 29 points for him last game against New York.
And it's the way he stayed aggressive in getting to the foul line that was impressive. But he also did a superb job in cashing in from the foul line.
All right, rookie. We see you. Cooper Flag put on a show with that one.
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play brought to you by AT&T. The shot's good from Claxton.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Irving. And the rejection by Claxton. They get a hand on it. Here's Flag. And Flag throws it down.
Emphatic finish by Cooper Flag. Boy, is he intense.
Nets trail by 3. Here's Demon. He's had his share of big nights at the offensive end, that's for sure. His scoring average is at 18 points a game.
And how high can you fly? I mean, he finishes that one with some pop.
GA after getting loose in the lane with a scintillating move. Here's Irving after the basket by Brooklyn. Here's Washington. Hey! Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Get the season winding down, GA. What's key for a long playoff run, do you think?
Kevin, one thing is health, right? When you look back at past NBA champions, lots of times it's the teams that were able to survive the year without any major injuries.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for Dallas. Klay Thompson comes in for Flag. Outside Thomas. Pass to Toure. Here's Wolf. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Irving looking over the floor. Thompson outside. Fires for three. Brooklyn with the rebound. Last time they met was in Dallas where they beat the Mavericks.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
And if they can keep that same physicality, you have to think they'll be in a good position to grab another win here.
Levine against Thomas. And Levine, here we go. Oh, he jams it right over Nick Claxton.
Check out Levine getting artful at the rim.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 from deep. On the court right now for the Mavericks. Washington and Gafford, the combo inside. Kyrie Irving out there with Zach LaVine. And it's Thompson in at small forward. Thomas, that's good. With the end of the regular season around the corner legs, the better teams perhaps shifting focus to potential postseason opponents.
Well, B.A., that's true, but you certainly don't want to get ahead of yourself. You can't have guys looking past the game that's right in front of them. You have to stay in the here and now.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Brooklyn trailing. Thomas outside. They set the pick. 1:44 left in the first quarter. And that one's good.
Yeah, boy, has he dialed in. Perfect from the field this period.
And Irving has got the ball here for Dallas. Driving inside. Rejected by Claxton. And they'll keep possession. Thompson's shot is off.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
And then Porter with the dunk.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
We see this in the NBA all the time. It is very difficult to keep a lead in this league.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. And Irving gets it to go.
Well, I'd watch him the rest of the game because he is seeing a lot of shots drop.
Irving's gotten 5 shots to fall in 8 tries. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Well, Grant, last season the Nets retired number 15, the jersey of Vince Carter.
Yeah, half man, half amazing. In his half-decade in New Jersey, making 3 All-Star teams, 2 as a starter, and joins his former teammate Jason Kidd amidst the 7 jerseys we see hanging above us.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Lively, he's checked in for Washington. Johnson comes in for Levine. And Christie subbed in for Irving. Lively grabs a miss. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
Here's Christie. 3-pointer, no good. And Brooklyn with possession here, down low. Tipped away, stolen by Gafford. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Christie. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Pass to Johnson for 3. Just 5 on the clock. Claxton with a rebound. Here's Wolf. Here's Mann. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. Cam Thomas getting it done for Brooklyn. He put together 10 points.
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
I love how they're playing. When you combine great effort and great execution, it leads to great results.
We've got Sharp, Zaire Williams out there with Terrence Mann. And it's Martin in at the 1. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. And the Nets shooting incredibly well, 63%, and really making their shots count.
I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Irving looking around. Pass to Levine, and stolen by Williams. It's stolen by Irving. Here's Flag. He's guarded by Martin. And it's Flag missing.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
Now here's Martin. And there's another one for Brooklyn.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Now here's Levine. He's guarded by Man. Oh, and the jam by Levine.
That's the sauce right there. I mean, every night, Levine approaches the rim like it's a dunk contest.
The Nets with the lead. Now here's Martin. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Pulls it from the top of the key. The Mavericks pull it in. Coming into this, having notched a win against Boston in their last game.
They were so consistent from the three-point range in that one. And that's a nice weapon to have as a visiting team.
Well, if you shoot the ball at 40% or better from the three-point line, you are going to win most games, no matter where you're playing.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. We know Kyrie Irving is going to get his buckets, but he wants to keep everyone involved. He said, what's worked for me is allowing others to shine their light in their own capacity, encouraging them to do so, and then, when it's my turn, just flourishing in that role. Back to you, BA.
He does it well. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Powell, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Pass to Man. Shot clock at 5, and there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. Brooklyn making a switch here.
Substitutions on the court.
On defense, Dallas. Here's Dimon. 29 points for him last game against New York.
And don't forget about his work on the boards. He was doing the dirty work as well. That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Here's Flag. He's guarded by Porter. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Pass to Washington. 5 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And here's Flag outside. Offensive rebound. Outside for Irving. This one for 3. The shot is good on the assist by Sabonis. Irving's got 13.
That is just automatic. Irving is into his motion the second he has the basketball.
Here's Porter. Pass to Clowney. For 3, Dimon. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Now here's Sabonis. He picked up 10 in his last game. And it sure seems like post play has evolved quite a bit over the past decade or 2.
It really has. I mean, there aren't many big men who operate only on the low block anymore. But if they do, they're considered throwbacks.
And Sabonis drops them both.
Yeah, I really respect the strong foundation Sabonis strives to provide for his team. He's always working hard to find those points and boards.
Here's Dimon. 7 points in the game.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Shooting for Dallas. Kyrie Irving. 1 time from the line.
That free throw good from Irving.
He's still one of the best guards in this league today. Irving's decisiveness and confidence, 2 of his greatest strengths.
Now here's man. Still without a bucket. For three, Demon. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. And the Nets lead by 2.
Now shooting the three ball at almost 60%. They've been blazing this second quarter.
Washington a screen. Levine passes to Washington. And Washington powers it through.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
And Brooklyn with possession here. Pass to Clowney. And here's Porter. Here's Demon. The shot, no good. For Dallas, they've got 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Here's Flag. Sharp grabs the miss.
Well, he better focus now. His efficiency is dropping, but there's enough game left to make corrections.
Pass to man. Here's Clowney. He's guarded by Washington. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Hey, if you give him room, he's gonna score the ball.
The Mavericks trailing. Here's Flag. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Are you kidding me? Flag already adding to his highlight reel.
Brooklyn's gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. And you look at the fit with Cooper, Flag, and the Mavericks, Tim. Man, what stands out here?
I think the first thing for me is just his competitive edge. He is ready to make an immediate impact because of his toughness. Eventually, his aggressiveness as a scorer will catch up to that.
And we forget, he's still a teenager.
Yeah, but he certainly is made for this stage.
Nick Claxton, he's checked in for Sharp. Here's man. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Here's Flag. 14 points for him last game against Boston. And it's Washington missing. Porter looks it over. And the layup is good off the glass. And it's a 4-point Brooklyn lead.
Smart play there by Porter. Working his way inside to find a reliable, close-range look.
Here's Irving on the take. And he gets it to go. He's 8 of 11 now.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
Brooklyn has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Back to man. Pass to Clowney. Here's Dimon. Clock at 6. Here he goes. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Dimon's got 10 points in the quarter. Mavericks trail by 4. Outside Levine. On the wing, Irving. 4-3. With the tip, here's Washington, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Washington's got his second basket of the night.
Well, when you grab the offensive rebound, you're already right there at the rim. It makes the putback that much easier.
Dimon, and Domas Sabonis pulls it down. And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for the Mavericks. Last time they met was in Dallas.
Today's game is about effort and energy. They got crushed on the glass the last time these teams played.
Well, I don't think you can look at these matchups and think it can be just one guy. I would have everybody on the glass to help out.
Here's Claxton. After Dallas's three-pointer on the other end. Outside man. Fires for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Man's got 5.
They're unafraid to let it rip from downtown, extending their lead.
Here's Irving. Claxton with the block. Now here's man. He's closely guarded. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Zach LaVine.
Second personal
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Nets.
They've been pretty intimidating on the defensive end, knocking away shootings, containing shooters, and making it tough to find looks.
And they're also focusing on their break, looking for any chance they can to push the pace and get out in transition.
Here's Flag. He's got 9. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
And what an explosive finisher. Flag's gonna give us plenty of highlights in his career.
Here's Dimon. 14 points for him. Porter from outside. That shot missing.
Yeah, another miss from downtown this quarter after being hot in the first.
Here's Flag. There's a screen to the middle. And stolen by Claxton. A floater. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Flag's got 4 rebounds now.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon. And for a first-year guy, Flag's already a master of creating his own offense.
And Legs, you look at this Mavericks roster, tremendous size up front.
Yeah, Brian, they've got great physicality up front, and that's what the league is allowing these days. So they've got the personnel to play some bully ball.
Thomas, he's checked in for man. Cam Johnson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Dallas has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Outside Christie. And here's Thompson for 3. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 4 rebounds in the game. And then Porter with the dunk.
Being Porter Jr. is 6'10", you have to know where he is at all times, especially when he's lurking inside.
Thomas against Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. On the wing, Thompson takes the 3. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Clowney, covered by Johnson. Clowney, good. Now it's a 5-point Nets lead.
And that's just nasty right there, guys. He has a tremendous crossover.
Pass to Thompson. The 3 is up. Brooklyn pulls it in. Claxton's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And another miss for him. It's been this way all night, and that is tough for his team to overcome.
Now Lively. No points yet. Thompson finds Christie. Gafford against Claxton. The 3 from Thompson. They get the rebound. The kick out to Johnson. Thompson passes to Christie. Second chance effort. Claxton with a rebound. Pass to Dimon. And here's Claxton. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Brooklyn out in front, up by 5. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Kevin Durant.
Seems like we've been saying this forever, but is there a better offensive player than KD at this point? When he's right, I just don't know.
And now, guys, it's time to talk about that challenging first half for the Dallas Mavericks. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining.
we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Well, you look at Kyrie Irving in this game. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
And what more can you ask of him? That is helping out your team.
Mavericks trail by 5. On the court right now for the Mavericks. Flag is out there with P.J. Washington. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Sabonis. And it's Levine in at the 2. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. And Grant, the Nets have shown the capacity to rebuild quickly in the past.
Yeah, playing in a big market helps, but they've pivoted decisively from their Big 3 era and have the picks and flexibility to make moves.
Here's Dimon. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. Outside Porter. Pass to Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
The improved passing of Porter Jr. That's the next part of his evolution.
Thomas against Levine. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. When we talk about NBA wings, Legs, what are the most important skills in your mind?
Well, everybody's going to talk about scoring and also being able to defend your position. But for me, to become an elite wing, you also have to be able to create, add that escapability with your handle.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
Yeah, when your lead guard is doing that, it just creates excitement.
Yeah, what a gutsy drive by Kyrie, taking it right into the defense and getting fouled while shooting.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. Both free throws good from Irving.
And that's why you don't want to foul a guy like him. He is going to make those free throws.
And stolen by Claxton. Fast break, Brooklyn. Pushing it up now. And then Porter with the dunk.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
And it's rejected. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Irving. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. They lead by 7. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Sabonis is out there with P.J. Washington. Then it's Zach Levine. Then it's Flag. And it's Irving in at the point guard position. And such a valuable guy to this team's rotation, Doris. Nick Claxton is important.
You know, Kev, I'll tell you one thing. This guy brings a ton of energy. He's willing to battle for loose balls, for rebounds. On the defensive end, you know he can make an impact. There's incredible length, and I still think a ceiling that he can get to.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey, Kevin. This is the 4th and now longest coaching stop for the Mavericks' Jason Kidd. Kyrie Irving said he's learned from the past head coaching jobs that he's had and being with different players and seeing them improve. Now he's mastering his coaching philosophy and being an originator. Guys?
He has definitely seen it all. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. Now, here's Porter. He's got 15.